Good evening, everyone. So, welcome to Career Launcher. My name is Naveen, and we will continue with our series where we'll discuss previous year questions of CSAT. This is part two of the series, and we will discuss some of the very good questions from CSAT 2024. So, the first question is: consider the following statements in respect of the sum S is equal to x plus y plus z, where x, y, and z are distinct prime numbers, each less than 10. So the prime numbers which are less than 10 are 2, 3, 5, and 7. Now, the unit digit of S can be 0. Yes, if we add 2, 3, and 5. So first is true because it says can, as in there is a possibility. Since first is true, so B cannot be our answer. Now let's check second. The unit digit of S can be 9. 2 plus 3 plus 5, it's not going to give us 9. The maximum we can have is 3 plus 5 plus 7, which is going to give us a total of, it's going to end in 15, right? So unit digit is 15, or it can be 10. So second is false. So since second is false, any option that contains second is wrong. So the third statement is true. The unit digit of S can be 5. We just saw that, yes, it can be. Right? So there is no formula here. Since it was mentioned that we need prime numbers, different prime numbers less than 10, we'll wrote it down and we calculated two of the sums. There is going to be more possibilities. We can have 2 and 5 and 7. We can have 2 and 3 and 7. These all are possible. We can have 2 and 3 and 7, which is going to be 12. And then we can have 2 and 5 and 7, which is going to be 14. So basically, the last digit we can only have a 0, 2, 4, and 5. 9. Not possible. Okay, next. Two persons, P and Q, enter into business. P puts rupees 14,000 more than Q, but P has invested for 8 months and Q has invested for 10 months. If P's share is rupees 400 more than Q's share out of the total profit of rupees 2,000, what is the capital contributed by P? Two ways to solve it. We can start with the problem or we can start with the options. So if Q has put in X amount, P is going to put 14,000 plus X amount. So this is the investment. The duration for which they invested was P invested for 8 months while Q invested for 10 months. So the profit sharing, it's going to be in the ratio of the product. So it's going to be 10x is to 8 times 14,000 plus X, which can be simplified because 10 and 8, they both are divisible by 2. So this becomes 5x is to 4 times 14,000 plus X. Now, we are also told that total profit was 2,000, out of which Q received certain share and P received share, which was 400 more than Q. So basically, we can say that 400 plus Q, that is P's share, plus Q's share of the profit, this entirely is 2,000. So we will get 2Q is equal to 2,000 minus 400, which is 1,600, or Q is going to be 800. If Q share is 800, P share, this is going to be 2,000 minus 800, or we can say 400 plus 800. In either scenario, we will be getting 1,200. So the ratio in which the profits of P and Q that are being shared, P's is 1,200 and that of Q is 800, which is nothing but in the ratio of 2:3. So from here, we can say that 5x out of 4 times 14,000 plus x is same as 2/3. Well, If we cross multiply, we will be getting 5x into 3, which is 15x, is equal to 2 into 4, that is 8 into 14,000. I'm going to open the bracket, plus 2 into 4, 8x. If we bring all the x on the same side, we'll get 7x is equal to 8 into 14,000. From here, we will get the value of x as 7 gets cancelled out with 14. So 8 into 2, 16,000. So what is the capital contributed by P? For P, it's going to be 14,000 plus X, which is 16,000. They both will add up to give us 30,000. Option A. If we had started with from the options, the very first option that would have chosen was 30,000. Then the next option we would choose would be 20,000. So when you're selecting options, make sure that you select the easiest values and then try them out. Normally, difficult or complicated values are not the answer. Next problem. P salary is 20% lower than Q salary, which is 20% lower than R salary. By how much percent is R salary more than P salary? Now, this is a question on percentage. Since everything is in terms of percentage here, we can assume the value of or P salary. So let's say P salary, Q salary, and R salary. We need these three values. If you read the first part of the statement, it says P salary is 20% less than Q salary, lower than Q salary. So basically, if I know Q salary, I can calculate P salary. But if I know P salary, it will be a little difficult to figure out what Q salary could be. Because Q salary, whatever it is, if I reduce that by 20%, तब जाके P का सैलरी आएगा. P का सैलरी पहले पता है, तो Q का सैलरी उससे 20% ज्यादा नहीं होगा. That's not how percentages work, right? So we need Q salary before we know P salary. And if we look further, P salary is 20% lower than R salary. यानी कि जब तक R की सैलरी नहीं पता है, तब तक Q की नहीं पता है, तो R salary is more important. Let's pick R salary to be 100. कुछ भी आप मान सकते हो, variable, any number of your choice. 100 is relatively easier. So if R salary is 100, Q salary is going to be 20% less. 20% of 100 is 20, तो ये अपना 80 हो जाए. Now P salary is going to be 20% less of Q salary. 20% of 80 is 16. So this will turn out to be 80 minus 16, which is 64. Now, how much percent is R salary more than P salary? So R की salary P की salary से 36 ज़्यादा है. So percentage wise, it's 36 by 64 into 100%. Now 36 and 64, they both are divisible by 4. So this is 4 into 16, this is 9. Next, 16 and 100, they both are divisible by 4 again. So this is 4 and this is 25. 9 into 25 is 225 by 4 percentage. So 220 by 4, it's going to be 55. So this is going to be a little more than 55%. इससे थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा. ज़रूरी नहीं है exact calculate करना, because if you look at the options, they are quite far from each other. A little more than 55%, it's only option B. So we can save a lot of time not doing precise calculation at the end. Beach mein you have to be very, very accurate. But at the end, you can do a bit of, rounding off or be like, isse thoda zyada hoga, isse thoda kam hoga. These all calculation tricks, they work. Next, a number is mistakenly divided by 4 instead of multiplying by 4. So एक number है, actually इसको 4 से multiply करना था. Mistakenly इसको 4 से divide कर दिया. Question is, what is the percentage change in the result due to this mistake? So Basically 4n becomes n by 4. Now, since if you look at the options, everything is in terms of percentage, तो आप n की वैल्यू कुछ भी assume कर सकते हो. Now, we will prefer the value of n to be something so that we don't have to deal with fraction. तो एक काम करते हैं, n की वैल्यू हम लोग 4 assume कर लेते हैं. तो ये है कि 16 चाहिए था हमें, और ये 4 by 4 1 हो गया. So this is a reduction of 15 over 16. Now 15 by 16, if we solve this, it's going to be very, very close to and more than 90%. See, 1 by 16 is 96.66. So 1 by 16 is 6.25%, right? 6.25%. And 16 by 16 is 100%. So if I reduce, I will get 15 by 16, which is 100% minus 6.25%, which is 93.75%. Option D. So like I said, 15 by 16 has to be more than 90%. And there was only one option which was more than 90%. Okay, next. Consider the following. 1000 liters is equal to 1 meter cube. 1 metric ton is equal to 1000 kg. And 1 hectare is equal to 10,000 meters square. Which of the following are correct? So 1 meter cube is actually 1000 liters. This is a fact. So basically, if I have a cube of side 1 meter by 1 meter and by 1 meter, अगर आपके पास ऐसा कोई टैंक है तो इसमें 1000 लीटर्स आता है. ठीक है. So since 1 is correct, ये गया. Now 1 ton is 1000 kg. Now this is a very, very standard conversion that we are aware of. So since second is also correct, so third भी check करना पड़ेगा. What is 1 hectare? A hectare is how you calculate area of a land. जैसे कि आप किसी फोन के स्क्रीन का एरिया कैलकुलेट करते हो, और इफ यू ट्राई टू कैलकुलेट द एरिया ऑफ ए वॉल और अ फ्लोर, in the very similar manner, we can calculate area of a piece of land. How do we do that is, if you walk 100 meters and then if you take a right turn or a left turn and you walk further 100 meters, suppose I took a left turn. If you again take a left turn and walk another 100 meters, and if you again take a left turn and walk another 100 meters, तो आप अगर ऊपर से देखोगे, you will get a square of side 100 meters by 100 meters. This area is called 1 hectare. So basically 100 into 100 will be 1 followed by 4 zeros, which is going to be 10,000 meters square. That's what the area should be. This is 10,000 meters square. So that's exactly what 1 hectare is. So all of the three given units conversion, they are correct. Next. Let x be a 2-digit number and y be another 2-digit number formed by interchanging the digits of x. So basically x को अगर हम लोग 2-digit number 10a plus b मानते हैं, then y is going to be another 2-digit number. If y is another 2-digit number interchanging the digits of x, so it becomes 10b plus a. तो ना तो a 0 है ना b 0 है, क्योंकि अगर a 0 है, then x won't be a 2-digit number. And if b is 0, y won't be a 2-digit number. Question says they both are. Now, question says if we add x and y, so we'll get x plus y. We will be getting 10a plus a, 11, a plus b. We will have 11b and we will have 11. If x plus y is the greatest 2-digit number क्या होता है? 99. So that means a plus b is going to be 9. 11 into 9 is 99. Now, what is this number of possible values of x? Well, we can write a as 1 and b as 8. We can write a as 2 and b as 7, 3 and 6, 4 and 5, 5 and 4, 6 and 3, 7 and 2, 8 and 1. So if we count, these are 8 values that we can write. We can't take 0 and 9 because A be 0 nahi hai or B be 0 allowed nahi hai. So 0, 9 or 9, 0, neither will work. So we are going to have anyways 8 answers. और 8 से बड़ा कोई ऑप्शन में है भी नहीं. It's not like that we are missing out on something. Another problem. Consider the following. Weight of 6 boys is equal to weight of 7 girls is equal to weight of 3 men is equal to weight of 4 women. If the average weight of the women is 63 kg, then what is the average weight of the boys? Well, if we say that the average weight of the women is 63 kgs, we are indirectly saying weight of one woman is 63. That's what average is. So if we only look at the first and the last phrase, we can say that weight of 4 women, it's going to be 4 into 63, which is going to be same as weight of 6 boys. So the weight of boys or weight of one boy, it's going to be 4 into 63 by 6. Now 4 and 6, they both have 2 common. 63 and 3, they both have 3 common. 21 into 3 is 63. So this is going to result in 2 into 21, which is 42. That means the weight of one boy is 42, which should also mean that the average weight of the boys is 42 kgs. So option B. 7 girls and these 3 men, they are just a bridge. They are not relevant here. Just redundant data. Koi kaam ka nahi hai. Okay. Another problem. Let P, Q, R, and S be distinct positive integers. Let P, Q be odd and R, S be even. Consider the following statements. P minus R whole square into QS is even, and so on and so forth. So, chalo, ek kaam karte hain. Let's take some odd and even numbers here. Minus है तो P और Q को R और S से बड़ा ले लेते हैं. So let's say P is 5 and Q is 7. R is 1, R is 2 and S is 4. ये values put कर लेते हैं. First, P minus R, that is 5 minus 2 का whole square into Q, 7 into S, 4. Since we are multiplying it with an even number, it will become even. So first to true hai. Next, second, Q minus S. Q is 7, S is 4 into Q square, that is 7 square into S, 4. Again 4 से multiply कर रहे हैं एक even number से. So when we have a number and if you multiply it, if you have any type of number, even or odd, the moment you multiply it with an even number, केवल 2 से भी multiply कर दोगे तो वो even हो जाता है. The second is also true. If second is also true, so या तो A है या D है. Third check करते हैं. Q plus R, that is 7 plus 2 का whole square into P plus S, 5 plus 4. So this is 7 plus 2, that is 9 square into 5 plus 4, 9. Odd into odd will result in odd. So this is odd, this is also true. Option D becomes our answer. So when it comes to CSAT exam, prime numbers, composite numbers, prime factorization, even numbers, odd numbers, co-prime, HCF, LCM, these all simple, small topics, they become very important. You should quickly understand what is odd to the power odd going to result in. वहां पर हम लोग prove नहीं कर सकते. We do not have that much time during the exam. So what we do is we prefer practicing everything beforehand so that we can solve it. Can we always do this, that if the question involves even and odd, we can assume even and odd of our own choice? Yes, we can always do this. इसीलिए मैंने वैल्यूज अज्यूम कर लिए हैं. आपको आंसर जो आना चाहिए वही आंसर है. If I change 7 to 11, it won't change any of my answers. Because it's the property that we are dealing with, it's not किस नंबर को ले रहे हैं, उससे कोई लेना देना नहीं है. Well, that's all for today. If you guys have any question, feel free to ask in the comment section and I will get back to you. It can be regarding your preparation, the strategy, any doubt from what we have done today. Okay. And thank you for joining. Please make sure that you subscribe to the channel and like the video and share it with your friends, or share it at a place where you can keep a repository of all these good questions and their solutions. Until next session, take care. Bye-bye.